Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another around the house episode. Being a homeowner definitely comes with its fair share of chores, and there's always one project or another going on around our house, so we figure it's a good opportunity to make some content and share it here on YouTube. I definitely have more beauty content, planning content, and other things coming soon, but the house has been keeping us pretty busy, so I'm rolling with it and just trying to continue to create content for my channel and share with you guys. For this episode, I wanted to share with you guys some additions that we made to our home, also some cleaning and organizing tasks and chores that I've been up to, and a few DIYs. So we had a little bit of a bigger project go down over the last few weeks. We had this area in our dining room going into our kitchen that was kind of a dead space. We had a nice big piece of furniture there, as you can see here, so we decided to add a window. For us, when we first purchased this home, there was definitely several things that we looked at and thought that we would want to improve or change down the line. But you know, with any home, it's little by little. We felt like the window was a really great addition. It added a lot of light to the dining room and kitchen. It also added a really beautiful view from the kitchen. It also added the illusion of a lot more space. So it's really nice to just also be able to see out that direction. We get a better view, so we're really happy with it. So that of course led to a DIY project, because when we had to adjust the furniture to accommodate the new window, we were left with some extra wood. So I came up with the idea of creating a bench. We had been shopping for a bench for our dining room table to add more space when we have lots of people over, and we had been shopping for one, and I thought we should upcycle the wood and build one ourselves. So the big piece of furniture has kind of like a distressed white paint on it, so I went ahead and painted the top portion of the bench. So I was trying to do this project. My husband was really helpful with this one because I was holding my son Isaiah. He wanted to be held and snuggled, so I was actually holding him while my husband finished this up. And it's kind of like a back and forth whenever we're doing a project. It's also trial and error whenever we're doing a project, because it's just figuring out the right angles, also figuring out the right support system in terms of creating a bench. At first we didn't have enough support, so we had to add an additional support to the bottom. So we both kind of sat there and tried to figure it out, and it ended up turning out pretty cool, and it was completely upcycled from a piece of furniture that we had to kind of rethink because we added the window. So luckily nothing had to go to waste, and we didn't have to spend any additional money on getting something that we really had been wanting for the dining room. So as mentioned before, my husband created these kind of V legs that went on either end, and that was definitely not enough support on its own. From that V, we created two additional pieces of wood that came to a center point about 3/4 of the way, well, towards the end of the bench, as you can see here. And then we had to add an additional support as well going down the middle so that people can actually sit on this bench and they won't fall and hurt themselves. So I love it too, because we can keep our chairs, but then we have this nice long bench at the other side, and then it opens up the space even more so that you can see out. And yeah, we're really happy with how it turned out. Plus it matches. We didn't have to spend a penny. It was awesome. So those two touches definitely finish up that room, which is really nice. We have to add shutters, so the shutters aren't there quite yet. We left a little space for them, and we will be installing those soon. So the next thing that I wanted to do is clean the rest of my windows and also go through, because some of them were a little sticky. I wanted to make sure I went and worked with all the windows. So here is my little cleaning room. This is actually my laundry room where I keep all of my cleaning supplies. I have my microfiber cloths and things up here. I actually tried to really simplify this and also not have anything that I don't need in there. I'd like to have it, you know, look even prettier, but I have to be pretty realistic with the fact that when I clean, I'm usually moving pretty fast and everything has to be really accessible. So I have a little basket for my dryer balls, my essential oils. I have a basket for my microfiber cloths, my towels. So I have my laundry detergent, and I also have Clorox, because sometimes I do Clorox bleach my towels, the white towels that I use for cleaning. And then I have a basket with all of my sprays. So what I use for when the dogs have an accident, some disinfectant spray, window spray, all-purpose. I have a toilet bowl cleanser, and then I also have the cleanser for the floors. Now today I'm focusing on the windows, so I'm going to be cleaning the windows. And the little crack at the bottom of the window gets extra dirty, so I wanted to go through my house and clean all of those. It took a few days to get around to all of them, but if I'm not using something that I have in terms of cleaning supplies that I buy from the store or online, I usually just DIY it. So in this case, I have some baking soda and vinegar. It creates a little bubbly reaction, and then if you have an old toothbrush, you can really clean that area of your windows. Scrub, 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 brush, brush, brush. And then you can take a cleaning towel and a butter knife to get rid of any additional residue like the baking soda or any leftover vinegar, and to just continue to clean. So I tried to get it as clean as possible. So much better. All right, I also live out in the country where there are lots of pests and bugs, and one little quick tip is that they generally don't like peppermint. So if you put a little tiny bit of peppermint on a paper towel and just rub it against the window, it kind of prevents spiders and bugs and things from collecting there. It does help a little bit. Obviously, you know, when you live in certain areas, bugs and pests are kind of inevitable, but it does help. The other thing that I wanted to do as well was go to all of my windows and spray it with a little WD-40, just some like Tin Man action here to try to get all of my windows to open and close smooth, because that's really frustrating to go and try to open a window and it's sticky. I also cleaned all the windows themselves so that they weren't dirty and gross looking, so the inside and the outside. So this is kind of a big job depending on how big your house is. So I say start with a window or two every day and just try to get it done when you can, or spend a full day if you have that to try to clean them all. But it can be daunting to do them all, so a little bit at a time is usually how I tackle these types of projects. Adding a little bit of WD-40 is just going to help make a sticky window a little bit more smooth. So it's something you want to do every once in a while, maybe every few months. Just kind of depends on your windows and how often you open them, etc. Moving on to our bedroom, which was one of the last rooms we got around to decorating. My green mattress came in today. We have been married 11 years. We bought our first mattress when we got married. So yeah, it was about time for a new one. Ozzy approved. Hi, Ozzy. Chemical-free, Ozzy approved. I bought a mattress for my son's room, and I was in the market at that time for a toxic-free natural mattress. I ended up finding this company, My Green Mattress, so I got one for my son's room, and then I also upgraded to a king-size mattress and got one for our room. I highly recommend them. This is not sponsored, but I did want to share them because they're a small company. I really like what they're doing. I wanted to shout them out before Memorial Day because they're having a sale. I subscribed to their email list, and I got a notification. Natural mattresses can be a little bit more pricey, so you can get it for a good price. I got the canopy bed from Overstock.com, and that was inspired by our honeymoon in Bali, and I still need to get a bed skirt. But the other thing that I wanted to do was create a little cozy zen space next to my bed on my nightstand. I grabbed a few of the crystals from my boutique, and I decided to add some succulents. I was going to take some social media pictures for the shop, and I also wanted to give one to my son's preschool teacher as a end-of-year thank you gift. So the amethyst with the succulents is the one I decided to use next to my nightstand and for my little rest nest, which I've been hearing about lately. A rest nest is basically just a little area on your nightstand where you add some nature, maybe something pretty like a crystal, a candle, and just create a zen space for yourself so that when you go to sleep, you feel nice and peaceful and zen. In one of my recent videos, I reorganized my drawers, and actually a lot of you guys gave me the tip to file my pants. So I went through and filed my leggings. So much better. Thank you guys for the tip. I went through and did that with our drawers. Everything just looks so much better and more accessible. So that was a little change that I made as well to the bedroom. So the bedroom is definitely starting to come together. So that completes this episode of Around the House. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Again, I'll be coming back with some more beauty planning videos, kids videos, more organizing, you know, the usual videos coming very soon. I appreciate you guys following along. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys very soon in the next one. Bye.